Just had some food. Do my thing. I'm calling it burst cooking, uh, which is pretty much what you can do here. It's called burst cooking, right? Because these fire pits. So you have to put like whatever you got, leaves, paper, tiny little kindling, and you just light it, and it's like a burst. Right, so you gotta like do one side, turn it over, put a bunch more leaves in, and then it does the same thing. It's called burst cooking. Okay, babe. I was explaining burst cooking, my concept I made up. You can sit there and feed little tiny twigs in it. Yeah, but again, it's because no air can get to the thing. So all you can do is a burst like that. It's called burst cooking. Oh, you want me to plug it in? Okay, yeah, hold on. Well, I was smart enough at the time to buy a crap load of cheese. I know. We noticed today all of a sudden there's flies here. There's never flies here. I don't know if it's the weather or the time of the year or because it's time to empty the dumpsters. I don't know. Because we got nothing out here that would be drawing flies. Like when I did the marshmallows last night, I left the stick out and there were little tiny ants on the table. And I go, okay, it's probably because of that. So I washed it. But noticeable, just like house flies. Yeah, we haven't noticed a fly the entire week and a half so far. Oh, you did? I didn't notice. He said one or two, but no, it seems like a bunch of them. So, um, yeah, like there's one right there and one on the laptop. Weird. So, anyways, just about every day we put the trash out here because we had plenty of trash bags, so we didn't have to keep worrying about that. That grocery store doesn't charge you for plastic bags, so yeah. You always have them put them in plastic bags and then transfer them into your reusable bags because I need those things. Those are my trash bags. I'm not a Taunton resident, so I don't have to use the orange ones. I can imagine the number of people that just take their trash to a public trash can now. Did they get rid of all the public trash? I'm telling you, if I lived in Taunton and they pulled that crap, any place, a dumpster, a public trash can, just do it every day. How much trash do you accumulate in a day? I buy your trash bags. Insane. It's one thing if they give them to you and they say, we want you to use these. Okay, that's fine because they're free. Not you tell me I have to buy a trash bag. That is insane. Just like most things. Anyways, there's a lot of benefits to being homeless people that we're finding out. Yeah, like they're torturing people that are in housing too. I hear it about the insurance. They're messing with other people with the insurance too, and you go, fine, I don't use it. Just let my teeth rot out of my head. Whatever it is you're doing, just keep doing it. Yeah, just I'm not interested in it. That's been going on since I got health insurance. It took 5 years to get it, and they haven't stopped doing it. So I just go, F it. Yep. Some people want you to filter into these community health centers. That's some of it. And some of it's just mental derangement. Right, just anything they can mess with you about or make you pay more money for. So, anyways, watching Jerry Springer, and clearly some of these folks treat their Holocaust victims like we're Jerry Springer. Yeah, duh, not dumb, but anyways, these people are all actors, by the way, in case you don't know that. Yeah, anyways, it's like wrestling. It's entertaining. Um, Remember that film? That was like the wicked good film they made about Jerry Springer show. So we walked to the mobile, which is about an hour. It's halfway between here and the grocery store. And then the woman confirmed to us there is a bus. It stops right at there and takes you to Walmart. I knew it did, and it takes you to Target and that grocery store. But if you ask other people around here, they tell you they don't know anything about a bus. Yep, just yeah, we would have saved some money, but to me it means Anubis. Yeah, like there's a lot of brain disease going on when a bus is involved and people don't know anything about a bus, so they say no bus and stuff. Yeah. Anubis, the dog head. So, the other thing too is we saw people with horses yesterday, and we were like, "Oh, there's people with horses, right?" You're not even supposed to have horses here. There's a sign. I saw it on the way in. Yeah, you're not. It's right at the gate. No horses beyond here. So I don't know if they didn't know that or they're just doing weird stuff, which some people do. Like walking dogs through a cemetery when you're told no dogs, like just things that have no meaning, but you're like, I'm gonna do it and F them, and that's like some sort of rebellion. Um, Someone pulled up at the gate as we were leaving and asked if the playground was only for the campers, and they said no, so they can drive a car right around here. But if you get dropped off in a Lyft or an Uber, you have to get dropped off at the office and walk here. They probably preferred people walked, and then the people flipped out. Yeah, you just the people that I don't know if they're being paid. The people that run the service these parks, they're not going to get into it with you guys. They're just not. Nope. You just go okay and shrug your shoulders. Yeah. We saw the playground yesterday. We took a walk. Yeah. Was that yesterday, babe? Yeah. We went to the big bear hole and stuff. They let you can drive all over this place. Friends of Wampatuck. So you just go, okay, so you're not really interested in preservation. That's all. Clearly, they wanted people to just park up there because why would an Uber and a Lyft be told to stop there? Right. Some of it could have been like I was saying, where they go, yeah, yeah, if people can walk to food, then why can't they just stay here in the summer if they're homeless? Well, hopefully people will still continue to camp here. I think the worst thing that could possibly happen is that people stop camping here and then there's no more campground and it becomes like those other parks where there's no campground but you can wander around it in the day and stuff. I think that would be awful. I'm not sure if our neighbors just pulled in or they're using the bathroom because that was the other thing too. Yeah, I had checked it and there wasn't going to be anybody else there till we left. Now these people are next to us for like 2 weeks, so we're leaving Thursday. Yeah, so it just go. Maybe it's just one person. So who cares? He might be homeless too or something. Who cares? Not my business. Right? Maybe it's just someone who's sick to themselves, like we do. We pretty much mind our own business. Obviously, we know this shit, and we just stick to ourselves. So I realized I have a whole thing of raisins, so I'm going to start doing like inventive things with oatmeal, I think, because I don't want to have to carry oatmeal around the city and I cannot put it in my storage. Yeah, so that's why I was telling Brian. He seemed to agree with me. There's not a point to like really buy any more food, even though it seems weird. Like, okay, so we're eating cheese sandwiches now. Well, because otherwise we're throwing it away. Yeah, we're not going to another campground after this. At least not that day. So got like two big tortillas left. That's supposed to be for tuna melts. I think we have either 2 or 4 hamburger rolls. What am I looking at right here? Something's off. There we go. That was strange. Okay. Um, I got a whole container of oatmeal. I got marshmallows. I got raisins. We have like plain sugar. Yeah, I don't know if I want to put plain sugar on it, but if you were gonna do just raisins, maybe you just mix water with oatmeal, and then I'm gonna put something in it, and then I'm gonna grill it like a big cookie or something. See how that turns out. We have instant milk too. If we wanted to just make oatmeal and put milk in. Someone left a pan in the trash. Yeah, that would have been great to have the second day we were camping, but yeah, you just wash it. It was at the very, it was just on top of everything. It wasn't mixed in with trash. And then again, someone put one of those plastic bucket things, and I was like, it's broken. That's no one's throwing that crap away unless it's broken, I guess. There was absolutely nothing wrong with the frying pan. It didn't even have food in it. Yeah. So put it in my storage. I think, do I have a frying pan in storage, babe? No. This one pan that I left at Pearl Hill, and of course I regretted it every second after I left it there because I got it out on the side of the road. Someone had a bunch of stuff out and it said free. Because, like I said, if you're in housing, it's really easy just to get stuff. People are constantly putting stuff outside. So, just so you know, it's not like that when you're homeless. And what would we do with it? Most homeless people don't have storage. Okay, and when you do, you got to move it from there to your storage. And I'm not collecting like furniture and stuff because to me, it's pointless. I don't think I'm ever going to have a need for furniture the rest of my life, other than a tent, if that's furniture, and these chairs. So, like I said, I won't be tormented by that anymore. I don't expect to ever get any housing. Nope. Ever, ever, ever. I'm just going to pass on, and then it's just obviously complete damnation of people because that's just so horrifically DM'd and deranged. But, anyways, um, it was a pan that was it was a smaller sort of cake pan, like a sheet pan, but the bottom of it you could push up. It comes out. Yeah. You could have used that when you were camping, I guess, but we just went, what are we going to do with this? And it was kind of heavy because it was a good pan, so I left it at the sink there. I'm sure someone took it. And I hope it was a camper and not somebody walking around the campground and went, what's this? And took it to their house, made a cake. So, someone ended up with the stuff that I got when I was in the room that I found on the side of the road, the mirror and stuff, because I left it out there. I didn't leave anything in that house except I think an umbrella and a fur coat. So, anyways, that's about it. I don't know if we're gonna do a nap or not today, but that was pretty good. Brian said he felt like he didn't even take a walk. Yeah, 1 hour is different than 2 hours, so it was 2 hours total, an hour there and an hour back. That's not bad. Maybe today's only Monday, so tomorrow's Tuesday. Maybe I don't know if I would do it the last day we were here, but maybe tomorrow get a diet coke or something. I guess if we left it like 9, maybe I would do it the day before we left because we'd be back by 12 or 11. Yeah, 11, 11:30. So we were back. What time did we get back here? About 12, babe? Yeah, we left here about 10. I think we got back about 12, 12:30. That wasn't bad. I wanted to kind of walk through some of the trails over there towards the entrance. Maybe that's tomorrow's thing. I didn't get a 2 liter of soda or anything because I was like, oh, see, we can just come right back here. Cut to us never going back there. We're supposed to be going to my sister's on Friday so I can get my Chromebook. So Thursday, I got to stop at the library and return the Chromebook and the mouse. And we have to drop off paperwork at Social Security. So sometime between now and Thursday morning, that paperwork's going to get filled out. I kind of think it's probably not going to happen today. Maybe tomorrow morning we'll fill it out. So I don't want to be sitting there in Quincy filling it out. That takes too much time. So we had about 3 incidents where someone left food in the sink. I just cleaned it again. Yeah, like wicked mad disgusting. Wicked mad disgusting. The people came this morning and cleaned it. Yeah, and I just had to empty it again. So you go, is the person doing it on purpose? Sometimes they do. I lived with someone that did that. She kept eating so she could put a dish in the sink, like it's like mocking. Every time I washed all the dishes, she'd eat again and put the dirty dish in the sink. Well, here too, the little strainer thing actually comes out. It comes out. You just take it out. And I know you just okay. I guess I don't do like any type of cooking that I've left food in there. But I usually like will wash it out with my washcloth and the little shelf that's next to it. Oh, that dude left, babe. I know. Maybe it doesn't close all the way. He must have just been using the bathroom. This person realized they're going the wrong way, I guess. I don't know if they're looking for the beach. We just keep taking this road. Sometimes people don't show up till the nighttime. We've been camping before, and we'll wake up in the morning and someone's in the campsite next to us. Like they came after nightfall. If that's your schedule, it's what time you got here. I guess some of the parks are actually allowing you to reserve the same day now, where before they weren't doing that. So I don't know if it's all of them, but I said to my husband, I go, that's interesting. People complained about that, but not the 14-day thing. I misspoke about Wampatuck again too. You can actually book a non-electric site, but you can't do it for a week. You can only do it on the weekends. It's like Monday, a Tuesday, and Wednesday that you can't book. We'll see. We've been talking about it, and it's basically we're, we're leaving here because we know we don't really want to stay here. Yeah, it's not really convenient. I mean, I guess we did just find out about the bus, but we've got to be able to take money out and deposit it in our bank. And I figured we'd go back to the city and sort of then decide if we wanted to expenditure any more money. Because, like I said before, the brain surgery, we were doing it like once a month. We weren't spending our entire income on camping. Um, yeah, truth be told, if I didn't have a trip, I would just spend all my income on camping as long as I could. That is true. But right now, there are a couple of things. Like I said, his Social Security paperwork's got to be handed in. Probably check the mail again. Um, He's got an appointment on the 10th, and that's going to be weekly. Usually they'll do telehealth, so we'll see how that appointment goes if that person's willing to do telehealth or not. And we have to return the laptop, so right? That's pretty much why we're not camping anymore after Thursday, at least for a couple days. So, and then, like I said, we can only camp until it's like October 12th is the last night. I don't know. I don't usually like to be nosy about other people's business, but I might ask other homeless people after this why they don't go camping. There might be a reason. It might be because they can't get to food. Harold Parker, unless they changed it, they Amazon Fresh will deliver there. It does cost more, but they take Snap cards. We did it once. I know. Clearly, that's probably why we did it. Because you go, why would you even do that when you walk to the store? We did it once, so we know they do it there. I checked every campground we stayed at this time. They don't deliver to it. Yeah, I don't know. You go, is that because we suggested putting homeless people on campsites if they can get to food? You just go, you're not supposed to be waging a war about homeless people getting off the street. But that's okay. Yeah, like I'll say it, I've said it before, and I'll say it over and over and over and over and over and over and over. It's not an opinion. It's not an opinion. I'm just informing you. If you heard that someone said, we're going to put these homeless people in a tent on a state park, and you fly into a rage, you're mentally ill. The only reason you would have to be angry, like what happened to me, is you found out that someone was doing it and didn't put you on a campsite. If you forgot that bullshit. Families. And then it was like people in trailers and shit. Families. Yeah. Just that level of mental insanity. You took all my children and then said I didn't have any dependents, so I can't get this, that, and that, and the other because you are mentally deranged. It's not an opinion. It's not a political view. About some things, yeah. I don't like to hurt other people, but about some things, yeah, like, what's this? I don't think so. All you had to do was put me on one and solve the problem, not kick everybody else off and go, you said, oh, did I? That's what I said. Why did you even have them there without putting me on something? Yeah, but aside from homeless people, if you just went in a rage, like about the hotels, people in the hotels and stuff, you're mentally insane. Why do you care? Like you're saying that you want us to be put in an oven or something because there can't be any concept as to what you're saying should happen. And just a reminder, Exodus 20:10. You might want to open up the Bible and look at it and then go fuck yourself. I have no idea if the judge in 2018 had the paperwork that said, go fuck yourself. What was I doing for work before you charged me as a witch and took all my fucking children? Where's my alimony? But he didn't say that's why I was denied. He said I didn't have representation. From the second I applied. When the woman's typing away, why can't you work? Exodus 2010. And then I explained to her about what happened, and she goes, well, you know, when he turns 62, you can get his Social Security. That was her answer. When I had 6 minors, that was her answer. Not pick up the phone and report a kidnapping. You go, well, you know, you actually think they're going to allow me to collect that money? They denied me Social Security and then changed the retroactive rules because they already owed me $72,000 at that point. If you get $900 a month, which is nothing compared to what other people get, by the way, and you applied in 2012 and you became disabled in 2011, it's 2025. It's almost 2026. That's what they do. And then they go, oh, well, now we're not putting it back that far. What? Excuse me? Okay, do what you're gonna do. Do what you're gonna do. We're going to get rid of Florida alimony. We're going to change the retroactive laws. We're going to drag out Social Security cases for 20 years. We're going to annihilate housing vouchers. And then we're just going to give out vouchers to people in our community. Go ahead, do it. Then you go out like a light, and maybe you become an ant in the next cycle. I said to my husband on the walk, I go, 15 years went by that fast, and the next 15 years will go just as fast, if not faster. That's how life works. That is not why I don't work, by the way. But you go, I'm going to give up everlasting life for this bullshit? Not. Do your worst. Do your worst. And then you have the deranged animals go, and she's not an illegal, so that's why she's not in the hotel. That's for illegals. We didn't give her a voucher because she gets the DTA cash now. Right. Don't give a fuck. No fucks given. Someone in the Australian outback 1,000 years ago, because I'm sure none of us are there anymore, goes, burst cooking? You're inventing that? Yes, I'm inventing burst cooking. And then that becomes a voodoo ritual because they don't even know what the fuck they're doing. We got nothing, but we got these leaves everywhere. All right, well, let's go. Burst cooking. Just at least stare it from the outside. Come on. And I was saying to my husband, too, I think it was yesterday, I go, meanwhile, back at the ranch, when people used to actually rake their own leaves, God forbid, now they have those blowers because raking is too much time and you don't do anything physically because you're so ill and brain reduced. But you rake up your leaves, you put them in bags, and someone takes them away. Not you burn them in a fire and burst cook. People used to just burn their lawn debris. You know how fast leaves burn? I don't know what that is. What are they doing with those leaves? You put them in a bag and you put them out on your curb, right? Why? And then you turn on electric cooktop or a gas range, right, to cook. Why? What should be these people going right next to us? It's like a huge trailer. I don't even know if they could fit that. Oh, they're still driving, so this site maybe you could. This one's pretty deep from the road. This would probably be the one site in this loop maybe that you could fit a trailer that big. They could just drive right in and the trailer would fit. I saw some kind of nice trailer, by the way. I forget the name of the place. It was brand new. This is why you got to be careful when you buy things used. Um, I I'm thinking it might have been one of those. No, it's called. What was it called again? A wolf something. It was called a wolf something. It's a 2025 wolf something. So it's not a teardrop. It's a wolf something. You have to hook it up to something and pull it. Okay. Brand new for 14 grand. Yeah, and so you have to put 20% down, and then they're saying it'll be $108 or a month, 108 or $180 a month for 180 months. So maybe it's $108 for 180 months. Yeah, yeah, you go. Yeah, I guess I'll go with that. I mean, some people probably trying to sell used ones for like 8, 9 grand. That's yeah. What? Oh yeah, we saw someone pull in there. Maybe he doesn't know that's it or something. Yeah. Yeah, that is the guy that's supposed to be going there, I guess. I guess he called them and said he doesn't have a fire pit. Yeah, maybe they'll let him change his site. That would be good. Or he's just realizing they don't have the regular campfire things here. Yeah, none of them do. If he drove around, he would assume that. Yeah. Is this him? He wasn't sure what the like where his site is. Yeah. Yeah, they all have this thing I don't like, and then they have the grill. We never use the grill. We always use this thing. They would probably say use the grill. Why do you keep trying to cook on that? It has a grill on it. What do you mean when I'm trying to cook on it? Why does it have a grill on it? No, they I guess they wouldn't say that. I figured people use the grill if they use charcoal, but maybe. Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it. I wonder if it's easier to cook in this thing, babe. Now that we're only going to be here 2 more days. Yeah. I guess it just seems weird to me to put wood in that. I always figured people use charcoal in that. Okay, so that is the guy. Yeah, because you're probably looking for a regular thing, and unfortunately, they were all like that. We walked around the loop. I don't know about the electric sites if they have it too. Yeah, just FYI. Yeah, did we look at the other campsites at Pearl Hill? Do they have regular fire pits or are they all like this? I can't remember now. But we were in a I thought we were in a disabled site at Pearl Hill, and that's why we had this. But maybe they all did too. But for some reason, it was easier to make fires in that one than this one. Um, Harold Parker still uses regular fireplaces, and so does Wampatuck, at least in the non-electric sites. Yeah, I think like basically the people would have to not a protest, but you'd have to be like, what's going on? Like, we want the regular fireplaces. Why are they all like this? You can't you can't sit in front of a fire. When you're sitting, you can't even see the fire. Yeah, so that is disappointing. So, like I've told people, don't come here. Yeah, just some of them they give you pictures of the site. Yeah, I know Harold Parker does. Maybe Wampatuck does too. No, it might be. Is it here that gives you a picture of the site? Yeah, they give you. I know Harold Parker does, and then there's another one that does. Someone went and took pictures of them so you can see them. You can't really tell what the ground is like. This site is all rocks. Yeah, like if you're a tenter, I put my tent way over there because it's all leaves. That was like the end of where they cleared the leaves. That's why I put it there, and it was the only place where there was like only one or two roots. There's still a couple of roots over there. Yep, same thing at Wampatuck. It's like rocks and a lot of tree roots. We sleep around them, and you have to be careful you don't puncture the bottom of your tent. But we sleep around the roots. Yep. And then Harold Parker has more smoother ones. Yeah, they have kind of like regular, what I call regular campsites. I don't know what this. I don't know if they put the rocks down because people drive. Yeah, I don't know if that's natural to have all these rocks or if they put them there because the drivers get stuck in the dirt. Well, that's what happens. I mean, you're bringing these trailers in that are thousands of pounds and you're putting them on dirt. Then those people want gravel and rocks, and then they want it paved. And you show up in a tent and go, I don't understand what's going on. What's going on is people are batshit insane. That's what's going on. That's the answer. People are batshit insane. That's what's going on. Yep. I guess it's just one dude, so I would assume he's probably going to be pretty quiet. That's about it that's going on. I know it's September now. Yeah, the summer's over. It's officially over now. Labor Day weekend, end of the summer. That was a pretty quick summer, don't you think, Dave? It must have been even quicker for you. That was a pretty quick summer, man. It went from being rainy and cold to blazing hot, and now it's the fall and it's chilling again. So he went into the hospital on June 24th. So I'm sure his summer seems really to have gone by fast. This will be what, the second or the third winter? I'm trying to think. It was April of 2024, so that would be the winter into 2025. Okay, so this is my second winter being just completely homeless, and this will be my second winter pretty much being completely street homeless. Well, if you go for March 5th, right, and then we were out in the street on September 1st. They suspended him when they attacked us, and didn't have a chance to suspend me because they would have done the same thing. They were just looking to get rid of us deranged animals, and then they left. They don't work there anymore. So, right then we went to my sister's for like a month or something, or a month and a half, and then someone reported us, and then we went to Orlando for, I don't know, weren't we only there for like 2 or 3 weeks? Because it was like a disaster. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, in retrospect, some people would probably say that it's similar to Harvard. It's just we're not familiar with the area, so we don't like it. Well, Central's pretty bad with this aggressive stuff. Like, no one hit us in the head with the hammer, and we had to have brain surgery in the city of Orlando. I will say that, but it seemed like it could happen quite easily. So they have no shelters there either, obviously. But yet, if you're in an apartment, they'll completely pay your rent and everything like that, wraps stuff, because I heard them on the phone. Yeah, it's like they decided who's sitting in a tree, and those people are staying there by any means necessary, no matter what they do. They're going to keep pouring out money. And then the people that they forced out of their houses that have been homeless since 2008 or 9, they're never putting us in a tree. We're just out in the wilderness, and we're supposed to die off, or we're supposed to war. If you are a family, they'll take your children so you're not a family. Then with that couple from Georgia, they adopted their 6 minors out, and then they separated the 2 of them. I don't know if I checked that today. Was it yesterday about the Titanic? Yeah. And then when I put on the news this morning, it was agitating me, obviously, because I don't want to hear about the stuff about the National Guard anymore.
Okay, let me take this opportunity to
Yeah, don't you start to wonder if they're trying to get people to attack us again, like happened to my husband? Why do you keep telling people that everything is safe and that you don't need the National Guard? Why do you keep saying that?
If you have a child or children with them, or if you've had a history together, then obviously that's a lot easier said than done. It's tough to let go when you love or love them. If they cheated on you or treated you miserably, or perhaps still do, then not letting them go merely prolongs your agony. Understand you're in love with how they once were, or how you want them to be, but that's not how they really are. The sooner you see that this hope or obsession is for something or someone that no longer exists, then the sooner you'll be able to let go, find happiness again, and give yourself a chance to be.
And the thing about the Arizona and the spiritual retreat and stuff, and you just go, that is definitely tells everybody like me not to go there. Yeah, that means don't go there. And then a whole bunch of retarded, sadistically deranged animals will go there because we can't go. And they're all going to pretend they're in a spiritual awakening and stuff. And then hopefully they're being nuked. Even worse than it is here. Yeah.
I mean, you look kind of like him a little bit. I thought maybe
Why do you say that?
No, I thought you were related to him or something. You know, I don't know.
Why?
You're not related to him, right?
No.
Oh, okay. So, enjoy your time here on the show. You like younger guys, huh?
Right,
Yeah.
because
I'm
I'm
only,
looking for
I'm only
places
20.
where I
I
can
am
be
younger.
around camp because I'm
How old are
fucking
you?
homeless
I'm
on the street
37.
I'm younger
and I
by
can't
about
lay down a
25 years.
Really?
so I'm looking for places I
So we
can
have
Yeah, come
actually
on in. We'll
live,
go in here and have some fun.
even
Right.
when you have to pay. And
I'll
then
tell you
you're
all about
on a
my baseball
TV
exploit.
telling a bunch of insane animals that that's where people should go. And so they'll all go there and occupy that area and raise the rates because you're fucking deranged. So it becomes annoying sometimes. You're horrifying animals. You're horrifying animals committing a Holocaust. I don't know what the fuck you would think you're doing anything spiritual.
Back to defend its title as the worst show in the history of television. Now, incredibly, in its 13th season, here's our host, Jimmy
How to
Springer.
lose 8 billion. Yeah, how to lose 8 billion people in half a day. Without even trying. Yep. How to lose 8 billion people in half a day without even trying. It's my new film. The book says Exodus 20:10, you shall do no work. Only married mothers should be stoned to death. Only married homemakers should be stoned to death because they don't work.
Thanks. Well, Mom, what is going on? Well, Jerry, I'm here today because I've been going with Quana for about 5 months, and I wanted to let her know that our whole relationship was a lie. Oh, why? Why was it a lie? Yeah. Well, because I've been dating this other guy. Oh. So you're gay.
All of this is
Yes, I
bullcrap.
can figure
Most
that
people
out.
know that, right?
Okay, so, and she has no idea you're gay? No. So you have been with guys before? Is this your first? No, I have been with them in the past. Oh, you have been. So why did you suddenly decide you're going to be with a woman? Well, because things are getting kind of serious.
Why would you tell people to get
No, but
passports?
why did you start? If you're gay,
So
why
you
did you
flood
start
up the
dating
passport thing and then we don't get
Quana in the
passports?
first place?
Okay, I guess
As
we
a
don't
girl.
get passports next.
Oh, I
We don't
see.
go to Arizona and we
Oh.
don't get
And
passports next on
sleep
your
with her?
list of nonsense.
Yeah. Okay. So when you sleep in there, what are you thinking of guys? No. I mean, no, not really. Okay. No. But she thinks that you love her. Do you tell her you love her? Yeah, I do tell her I love her. Yeah.
Are
So
you
that
gonna
is,
make
yeah, you are
passports
lying.
free?
Okay.
Okay, and then people that have no intention is it because they have to fly?
Oh, so you're just gonna
I don't
tell her
really
now
care.
that it's over. Yeah,
I
no,
don't
you're not
need a
telling her. You feel a little
passport
bit
until
bad?
2027.
Slightly. I mean, because she didn't do
I
anything
guess
wrong.
apply
No,
for
she
it
didn't do
now,
anything
and
wrong. I
then
mean, but
you
I'm not
have a
gonna let it
year
get
to
any
issue it
further.
to me.
Because you really care about this other guy now. Yeah. This other guy know that you're dating this woman? No. Oh. So this is gonna be
Oh, you
news to
can't
him
read
too.
it unless you have a CNN
Oh.
subscription too.
Can't wait till they watch the show. They'll
Then you
find you so
know it's
right.
obviously bullshit.
Okay. Here is your girlfriend, Quana.
I guess I don't know. I was telling my husband that I would like to actually pursue finding out if someone submitted an address change for me,
So what is
and if those
Quana?
people
Welcome to
can
the
be put
show.
in federal prison, whoever did it.
You guys have been together for 5 months. 5 months.
Okay, because Social Security has told me twice they mailed me stuff and I haven't got it, and I asked for a reduced Charlie card from the MBTA and I didn't get it. I had absolutely no mail app when we checked it, none. And then I told you I checked my DTA Connect one day and someone had changed my address to an address in Weymouth.
Love at first sight, and you still love her. What seems like a lovely lady? What do you want to say to her? Well,
That's a
Barney,
federal crime, right? That's a federal
I know I
offense.
care about you a lot. Um, I brought you here today to tell you that our whole relationship is a lie.
Never at any
Never
given
was ever
time
anything
have I
like that. I
submitted
care
an
about you
address
being there for
change,
me emotionally, you know what I'm saying, financially, through everything. You've been there for me.
especially away
That's all.
from
But
my
I
address at
brought you here today to let
Boylston
you
Street.
know that we can't be together anymore.
So you breaking up with me?
Right, like you might go, oh, they sent it to the PO box. You didn't put in an address change for
I
the
thought we were
PO
happy.
box. That was a year ago.
Well, because
Who would I give an address change? Why would I need to do that? I contacted Project Bread at the time
You telling me
and
that's your
Social
case?
Security. Who else would I be getting mail from?
I had the same reaction.
How long has this been going on?
It's been going on for about the past 17
3 days before you met me?
How about that for back to
I'm not gonna
school,
really say I'm
Penrose?
okay. I mean,
They were still sending me something on the update as of like yesterday, still trying to get me to to forward my mail to that address. Isn't that a federal offense?
What is beautiful about our family is we do make effort.
it was a bit of an adventure to get there.
So we traveled 3 hours then, trains, overgrounds, buses.
I would ask yourself
I
that in your
wasn't sure
mental
if they were gonna
derangement.
make
Why are
it.
you putting on CNN that people should get
It was
passports?
worth it in the end. For the meal.
I would say you're doing it to clog up
That's crazy.
passports so I can't get one because you're mentally deranged. Like a face mask to ride a train. Why did you start talking about Arizona like people should go there now and clog up all the campgrounds and the RV sites?
Naturally in rhythm. This is Rachel. She just started college a week ago, and she's already homesick. Well, Google can't turn Indiana into Arizona, but it can help.
My dorm room is bleak. What are some things I
You're
can do
like
to
an
help it feel
invading
Southwestern
army.
desert but cute?
Yes.
Not cheesy.
Brightening up your room won't fix everything.
Ooh.
But when you need your home away from home to feel just a little more like home,
Wow.
just ask Google.
It's
This
kind of
moderate
nice
to severe
today,
plaque
babe, because
psoriasis,
the
my
blazing
skin was
sun
no
isn't
longer
coming
mine.
over here
My
because it's like
active
cloudy.
psoriatic arthritis joint symptoms held me back. Don't let
The
symptoms
first day we
define you.
got here, it was cloudy.
Emerge as you.
And
With
then the
clearer
next
skin.
day we did that
With
long
Tremfya,
walk to the
most
store.
people saw 100%
And by the
clear
time we
skin
got
that
back,
stayed
we
clear,
saw that the sun
even
was
at 5
blazing where
years.
the table is.
Tremfya is
Yeah, so
potent
it's been
to
every
significantly
single
reduce
day.
joint pain, stiffness, and
If it's
swelling.
not raining or
Serious
cloudy,
allergic reactions
at this
increase the risk of
time it's
infections and
totally
problems
blazing
may
right
occur.
there where we're
Before
sitting.
treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection,
The
flu-like
site
symptoms,
next
or
to
if you
us,
need a
I don't
vaccine.
think it has any
Emerge as you.
blazing sun
With
at
clear
all.
skin.
Yeah, those
Ask your
ones have
doctor
shade.
about
They're like
Tremfya.
shaded the whole day.
What? What? Well, did you? What? You know.
Put something else on. I'm gonna actually, I need to charge it. It's 25%. Cord. It's gonna be time to shut off the live stream because I gotta charge the laptop. The live stream generally doesn't work when it's charging. Oh, I got 3 more nights. So Well, I'm sure it's probably not the first time, but when you get to the point where you're telling a population of deranged animals um, to go everywhere I say I'm going to go, what does that tell you about yourselves?